Monday Night Raw. Oklahoma City, January 6, 2020. First Raw of the new year. And it starts off with Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman. Typical Paul Heyman segment. But Brock Lesnar, a.k.a. Paul Heyman, says that Brock Lesnar will enter the Royal Rumble. Not only enter the Royal Rumble, but he will go in at the number one spot. Brock Lesnar's the champion. What? Why? I'm gonna get into that. Don't even worry about it. So after this, Sarah Schreiber, I think that's her name, she interviews Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio basically says that he's gonna beat Andrade, and he just goes off. And after that is the match, Rey Mysterio versus Andrade for the U.S. title match. Great match, as always. They always put on solid matches. And Andrade wins this because Andrade and Rey did this spot outside of the ring, and it hit Zelina, and Rey was worried, and Rey got in the ring, and Andrade did his finish. 1, 2, 3. Andrade retains the title. Great match, of course. Then after that, Charlie Caruso interviews Joe and Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens. And they basically talking about AOP, Seth Rollins, and they're going to have a 6-man tag team match in the main event. Seth Rollins, AOP, Kevin Owens and Joe. Kevin Owens and Joe, that's just 2 people versus 3 other people. Joe said, he knows a guy. And KO was like, huh? What you talking about? But Joe knows the guy. I was like, okay. And after that, Charlie gets up with AOP and stuff, talking about, Joe knows a guy. So who's this surprise guy? But Seth and AOP be like, we ain't worried. You know what I'm saying? That was their pretty much thought process, And after that, that was what pretty much came with that. And after this, the Raw Tag Team title match. Viking Raiders defended their titles against the OC of Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Against the Street Profits. My guys. You know what I'm saying? We want the smoke. It was a good match. Viking Raiders ended up retaining after Ivar did a frog splash on Carl Anderson. Great match, good match. 3 of the best tag teams on Raw. The only 3 tag teams they actually feature on a show. So Charlie Caruso catches back up with Joe and KO, wondering what's the scoop, who's the mystery tag team partner, and KO is really anxious, who is it? So Joe, he shows KO who it is, and KO was like, yeah. Seth and AOP got something coming. So after this, Becky Lynch does a promo, and she was pretty much saying that, she needs to beat Asuka. And she was pretty much doubting herself in a sense. Then Asuka comes out talking all crazy. Dan Lynch was like, she just sucker punches and walks off. And they did that stare off from the rope, from the ramp, and for the ring. That was pretty much that came out with that. After this weird backstage segment, Eric Rowan and Mojo Rawley, everybody wondering what's in Eric Rowan's bag, what's in his cage. And Mojo looks and he just goes crazy, just walked away. Weird. Sarah Schreiber, I think that's her name, I don't know, interviews Andrade and Selena, trying to keep up with them. Andrade's win over Rey. He talks speaking Spanish, and all of a sudden Rey just boom, 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 just all over Andrade. Because Andrade, after their match that I spoke about earlier, he took Rey's mask off. Really, the mask off. You know what I'm saying? And Rey got it back. Beat Andrade down, got it back. And that's how that went off. Then it was a commercial. And Eric Rowan against a jobber lasted at least a good 10 minutes, 10 seconds. Nothing to go by there. AJ Styles comes out after this and face off against Akira Tozawa. Another squash match. And AJ Styles and Randy Orton's in this kind of feud. So AJ mocked Randy and did his moves. His DDT off the rope. Then his RKO. It was just sad to see. But yeah, that's what all came out of that. So then Lashley and Lana comes out and finally marries each other after the chaos happened last week. And what pretty much came out of this, Rusev came on the Titantron, embarrassed them even more, blah, blah, blah. Then what pretty much came out of this was Lashley versus Rusev next week. Another Lashley-Rusev match. I'm looking forward to that. Charlie Caruso interviews R-Truth. I don't know why. He's a 24/7 champion. And they were saying, she was trying to interview about he's the longest reigning champion and whatever. Then Liv Morgan comes and says, oh, well, Lana's going to be in Lashley's corner. I'm going to be in Rusev's corner. That's what pretty much came out of that. Then Charlotte Flair faced off against Sarah Logan, and the match wasn't even able to start off because Sarah Logan just attacked Charlotte when she got in the ring. Then Charlotte fought back, and I guess that was the end of it. She just beat Sarah down, and Then Drew McIntyre went up against No Way Jose. Another squash match. It was squash matches. Beats No Way Jose. Then he declares for the Royal Rumble. Then after this, man, Aleister Black versus Shelton Benjamin. Another squash match. Aleister Black beats Shelton Benjamin with the black mask. Then Buddy Murphy comes and attacks Aleister Black. And he declares a match with Aleister next week. Commercial. It's main event time. Seth Rollins and AOP against Samoa Joe, KO, and the surprise tag team partner, The Big Show. The Big Show. Out of all people. Don't get me wrong, it was good to see Show, but The Big Show? It's 2020. Why is The Big Show on WWE programming? Huh? So the match happens, and I guess it was I wasn't even fully engaged with the match, obviously because of this decision. So I guess it was I think KO and Joe and Big Show having the upper hand in the match, and one of the AOP got in and did something, and it was a disqualification, and it was chaos then, which ended up with Big Show knocking out Rollins, AOP dragging him out in the ring, and KO, Joe, and Big Show standing tall. End of the show. The Big Show, man. All right. The Big Show. Out of all people, it was good to see Show, but come on, bro. Come on, bro. All right, man. Whatever. But back to Brock Lesnar. The part-time guy. Yeah, him. Brock Lesnar, man. I'm just done with Brock. He's gonna enter the Royal Rumble at number 1. He's the champion. For anybody that doesn't know, the Royal Rumble is for someone to win. It's 30 men. 30 men. It's a 30-man battle royal, and the winner gets a championship match of their choosing at WrestleMania. If you're the champion, what you fighting for? Huh? What are you fighting for? What are you in there for, bro? That was Monday Night Raw, man. I'm gonna dive into him on another video. But that was Monday Night Raw, man. It was an okay show. I'll give it like a 5 out of 10, man. Outside of Brock Lesnar's ridiculous announcement and the Andrade Rey Mysterio match, Raw Tag Team title match, and the Big Show coming back. It was an okay show. So it was a good show. Okay show. Like I said, Monday Night Raw. It was in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma tonight. First Raw of the new year. It was okay. Won't be better than SmackDown. But we'll see what happens next week. I'll see you then. Yes, sir.